I'm Chronix, and this is Crystal from the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Raw review for February 25th, 2013.
Are you not going to show the miracle of modern technology that you took your notes on today?
Well, I had a brilliant idea. I thought a much cleaner and more efficient and environmentally more friendly way to record my Raw notes would be...
Stop hitting me!
Would be to use my computer. Please pay attention, you know.
I'm listening to you, but you crinkled my puzzle.
It's okay.
Crinkled it.
I thought to myself, I could, organize all my notes onto one page by typing it. Am I not interesting enough?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
No, you're not. You're looking at the puzzle.
No, I'm not. I was listening to you.
Whatever. Anyway, so I decided to type my notes. But since my brand new awesome computer was doing the stream on the HDMI, you know, on the TV and everything, I thought, well, I could bust out my old laptop, Pentium 2, right? And then I could just transfer, because it does have a USB...
Pentium 2?
Has a USB port. But, unfortunately, there was no USB thumb drives back in 1998, so... There wasn't a driver, and before you say, you could have just downloaded, a driver off the internet.
I don't think anyone would have said that. They would have said, what's a driver besides the person who drives a car?
Well, there was...
Because not everyone's a computer nerd.
Well, I couldn't get a driver because it only supports dial-up, and, well, I don't have an Ethernet port on this computer, and, yeah, so I could not export it to be printed. So, sad day. So I'm just going to be using this. Microsoft Works, and we'll see how this goes. So first of all...
Computer's like 5 inches thick.
You know, it was state-of-the-art at one time. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just saying, they got...
This is Attitude Era.
They're 3/4 of an inch thick. This thing is good. A lot.
Attitude Era laptop. A-drive, fully functional.
This is special.
Alright, so first we start out with Vince McMahon. He's going to be fighting Paul...
Vince McMahon!
He's going to be fighting Paul Heyman because of last week. Set up this little match and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not to be, as Brock Lesnar comes running out to the ring.
I'm listening to you.
You look so,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Please continue.
Yeah, we'll look like you're interested.
I'll try to pretend.
Try to pretend. Alright, so here we go.
Hanging on your every word.
So, Brock Lesnar comes out and attacks. In full intensity. Attacks. And since Vince McMahon is in such peril, Vince McMahon is afraid for his life. Who to save? But none other than Triple H. Triple H.
This sucked, by the way.
What?
I love Vince, but I hate Brock Lesnar. And I don't care about anything he does. And I like Triple H, but it's like, dude, you cut your hair. That's the sign to, I don't know, be backstage.
Well, but
I'm just not feeling the giant... I'm not feeling the attack of the giant old bald guys. Because I'm sorry, but on a very basic level, that's what it is.
Isn't The Rock a giant old bald guy?
But he doesn't look old.
See, this is the thing. But doesn't it make perfect sense because you had the SummerSlam match. Triple H went home crying. He was dear old daddy. He loves him now, Vince McMahon. He cried. He teared up. He also cried when he got beat by... So
yes,
all this crying...
that he cried.
He cried twice. So, to get his retribution...
Oh...
So he comes, and now he's going to, get his retribution. I mean, doesn't it make perfect sense? It's all laid out, and so there you go. Made perfect sense. So there you go. Super happy time.
I'm just not feeling Attack of the Giant Old Pudgy Bald Dudes.
People in Dallas were super excited. They were sold out, as they told us many of times. And at one point, Brock Lesnar even bleeds. Can you freaking believe it?
No.
It's so intense.
It's ridiculous. By the way, I can't believe we weren't in Waco for the Undertaker return.
Yeah, because we don't live there anymore. That sucks. Freaking Undertaker, we missed it. They always have...
That's that.
Anyways, and I liked how all, the people commentating on the return of The Undertaker were all like, oh yeah, Waco, Texas is just a short drive away. It's like in the backyard from Houston.
It's a good 3.5 hour drive, and that's not counting traveling through Houston traffic.
I mean, you know, you could have used a little bit of, like, journalistic something there. I mean,
Google Maps.
Google Maps, Waco, Houston. Oh, it's not really a short drive, and not a very pleasant one at that.
Nope.
And there's no way the Undertaker was just going to Waco, because there's nothing there except for Baylor.
The Dr. Pepper Museum.
Yeah.
And the Suspension Bridge.
Not really Undertaker-ish.
I think that the Undertaker would enjoy the Dr. Pepper Museum.
I'm pretty
the
sure
Suspension
he's
Bridge.
been there.
But I think he would enjoy it. Or
Like,
he has enjoyed it.
Since 91 or so.
He has enjoyed it.
Probably has been there, maybe
He had
once.
a Dr. Pepper float. Guarantee you.
Trying to work. Really? With the glitter? I cleaned the table so there wouldn't be glitter.
I know. I gathered some more just for you.
You're just helpful tonight.
I know.
You're just helpful. Stop.
I am. Quit telling me to stop. You stop.
You want me to just be silent?
No.
Okay, so Dolph Ziggler and AJ and Big E Langston. Dolph Ziggler comes out and, you know, AJ and Big E help him, unlike you. And he's going against Ryback.
It was a pretty good match.
And there's the Goldberg chant that was, like, almost deafening at one point. And did you know that when we went to the Raw Dallas house show almost exactly 2 years ago...
We went to a Raw Dallas house show?
No, Raw show live
in Dallas.
In Dallas.
Okay, I was...
Yeah. Did you know that Dolph Ziggler on that show 2 years ago was transferred to Raw from SmackDown?
I did know that.
Well,
Because you told me that the other day.
There you go. We were there. Alright. So yeah, it was cool. Ryback looked really good, of course, because, you know...
Because he was wrestling Dolph?
Exactly, because Dolph is, like, making all these, like, flipping and flopping and all that crap, but whatever. The guy who's got the money in the bank...
Dolph.
Getting beat all the time. Kind of sucks.
It does.
Alright, so now CM Punk, who is not the WWE champion, comes out and talks about how Cena's, like, giving Punk a shot or whatever. I'm like, I can't get over the fact that Cena is doing this. Because he won the Royal Rumble.
It doesn't make sense.
He's like, you know, I'm not sure that I'm the best or something, but I'm like, dude, you won the Royal Rumble.
I know.
Like, what has he got to prove?
I think it's so that Punk can't whine about it. Because he whines a lot. And people will do almost anything to stop the incessant whining.
Like a child.
Like a child.
I don't know. But anyways.
A little baby, scrawny child with tattoos and scruff.
Scruff. Well, Punk says it's not about the people. It's not about The Rock. It's not about Mania. It's about him. And he says that he's better than God. And right there in the Bible Belt.
Yeah, he had to go there to get heat.
He kind of did. Because
the crowd was unenthused.
They kind of were.
They were unenthused.
I don't know. But he went there.
And he really didn't even get that much of a reaction from going there.
And then,
I think the whole crowd was just like, really? You had to go there?
I don't know. This is stupid.
Couldn't come up with something more
and
creative?
Then, like, on Twitter, like, CM Punk is god-awful, or I can't remember. Something was trending. And anyways, Trump is now in the Hall of Fame.
Woo!
I know a lot of people are mad about this.
I am happy.
But get this. He's not inducted as a wrestler.
True that.
He's like a celebrity. And if any celebrity deserves it...
Honoree.
Exactly. You are helpful sometimes.
Thank you.
You see, he's done like a lot for a celebrity. A lot of celebrities have done absolutely nothing but show up for like one show for nothing.
Yes.
Take up Royal Rumble spots or whatever. But he had them host 2 WrestleManias and was a part of the biggest WrestleMania of all time, highest grossing or whatever, up until last year when The Rock shattered that record. The Rock.
And do you know why Donald Trump did all this?
Because he's awesome?
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Well, speaking of awesome, let's talk about the antithesis of awesome. The Great Khali gets beat by Mark Henry, who had a pretty strong showing as he...
Sure, that was a scintillating match.
Was. On many levels. And yes, now we have Miz TV, what they call the most controversial show or whatever on WWE, which they would be correct because it's the only one that exists.
Also, the Miz microphone did not work for a good
second.
30 seconds, I would say.
Probably not that
Because he kind
long.
of had to skip his whole snarky intro because, yeah.
Yeah, another wave of glitter rains down. How much time do we got there, helpful person?
We got about, let's see, you're not going to put the intro on, so we got a little under 5 minutes.
Okay, so, number one contender, Jack Swagger, comes out. He's going to have the Del Rio guy, whoever that guy is, and they're like talking, and you got all these Glenn Beck references because they've been having like this kind of feud or whatever.
This is stupid. I'm sorry. This is stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
But it's good.
But it's stupid.
And they even got Glenn Beck to respond in a way. Yeah. So it's like, that's what the whole point is, like, to get people to talk about it.
I know.
They even talked about the situation on Fox, of all places.
I get the point, but it just insults me as a non-liberal. I'm not going to say I'm Republican, because I don't agree with a lot of the Republican stuff. But I'm not liberal. I'm closer to conservative.
Yeah.
As are you.
Well, I don't think so. I'm more libertarian.
Yeah, I'm libertarian too, but libertarian's more conservative than liberal.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what areas you're talking about.
This is true. We are, actually I heard this put very well the other day. We would fall in the financially conservative but socially liberal category.
Whatever. I don't know what that means, but...
I will explain it to you.
On face value, that sounds correct. I'll just say that.
Yes. But, at any rate, this just makes me ashamed.
I think it's good.
It's
offensive
that Jack Swagger sucks.
Well, that goes without saying.
And whoever that guy that's with him, I don't like him either. I'm not going to say he sucks because I don't really know who he is. But I'm kind of assuming, since I don't know who he is, that he might suck. I'm not sure.
Even people you think sucks.
I know.
But Jack Swagger
definitely sucks.
Well, he needed a mouthpiece, obviously. They had to get Zeb Coulter out there.
What's his name?
Zeb Coulter. It's like a play on Ann Coulter.
You know who that reminds me of? The guy from Men in Black. Zeb.
Oh, yeah, that's... Well, okay. So, would you stop?
Yeah, well, I just want to get
I mean, really, I got glitter all over me. How am I explaining to my wife? She's going to think that I was at the strip club and stuff?
But I'm your wife. I know you weren't at the strip club. Don't give me this squinty look.
I wasn't sure. So, Old School Raw next week. Super freaking excited. I haven't done that since, like, before Survivor Series in 2010.
That's true. It's pretty exciting.
Woo!
Woo!
Very excited about that. I just can't wait. I hope it is good. Now,
I hope it is good, too.
Randy Orton versus Cesaro. Randy Orton wins with the RKO, and Cesaro, the United States champion, loses. We love making the champions look like crap by getting beat by stronger guys, you know? I don't really get that, but whatever.
I think it makes you root for the underdog or something, but Cesaro's a heel, so...
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I kind of like Cesaro.
Well, I mean, I like him too, but he is a bad guy.
I know, I was just making a statement. I've been negative, so I was saying I like Cesaro.
You're so negative. Now, hell no! Negative. They are talking with...
I like him.
What is it? Like Brinky or something? I don't know. It's Vicky.
Yeah, it's Vicky and that other dude.
Brad Maddox.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, Brinky. I think. I'm not sure. I don't really care. It's a horrible name.
Bad combination.
So, speaking of a good combination, hell no, though. You have Kane, and he's going to be having this match. He's going to have one arm behind his back, and Bryan is going to be blindfolded because they're just that good, and they're going to be going against the primetime players, which is awesome.
Yes.
I'm glad that they're having a match.
Cool match.
And we see Sheamus. He's in a suit, and he's making fun of Wade Barrett's movie, Dead Man Down.
I laughed so hard during this segment because it was so true. He's like, check out Wade Barrett's spectacular acting. And it was like Wade Barrett standing in the shadows. I was just like...
Well...
This is what I think about every wrestler in a major motion picture. You stand there and look big.
Well, and he didn't really look that big, though. He was in the background.
That's true. He was all faded out, and Sheamus is like, check out he's so out of focus. It was really funny.
Yeah, that was semi-entertaining, I guess. Right. I didn't really care. I can get this last match in real quick. Before we go to the next video, R-Truth versus Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow on match. R-Truth is inexplicably back. He's not so black. I'm sorry. I meant to say back. But it is also a true statement. But anyways, before I screw up any worse, say something I'm not supposed to.
9, 8,
Uh-oh.
7.